Kab-Kab is a cassava cracker or cassava chips, a traditional round-shaped wafer made from grated cassava roots. It originates in the southern Philippines and is most closely associated with the cuisines in Mindanao and southern Visayan Islands. It is also known as Kiping in northern Mindanao, Camiguin and Zamboanga del Norte, Burikit in Dipolog City and Zamboanga del Sur, Piking in Palawan and Eastern Samar, Sitsarit or Saritsit in Digos, Davao City and Davao del Sur, Buriki in Oroquieta City and Misamis Oriental, and it is called Salvaro in our island of Cebu. Philippines, being a tropical country, is blessed with very rich soil and good biodiversity, which is home to several species of plants and vegetables, both indigenous and introduced, that became staple foods of the native Filipinos. One of it is the cassava or maniok, mandioca, yuca or tapioca, the main ingredient of the delicacy that I will be teaching today.
Dagmay yun. Sabi
Baka ano ni? Cassava is a root vegetable, native to the tropical regions of the West Indies and Central and South America. It is believed to be first cultivated by the Maya of the Yucatan Peninsula. This food plant is brought from the New World to the tropical Africa and to the rest of the world through trading by the Portuguese and the Spanish conquistadors. It is cultivated both as food for humans and animals and as a raw material for industrial use, such as biofuel and ethanol. It is also used for using medicines, manufacturing fabrics, paper, and building materials such as plywood. Now, we will be showing you how to cook this yummy delicacy loved by so many Filipinos, made by the people of olden times and enjoyed by this generation now. Cassava is a vegetable that is a staple ingredient of many diets worldwide and a good source of nutrients too. But be very careful in eating as it contains a dangerous level of cyanide, which is toxic to ingest. Much of its toxins concentrate on its outer covering, so you have to peel it properly. Wash the cassava thoroughly after taking off the skin, making sure it is free from dirt. We are grating the cassava as this recipe requires fine cassava pulp. Traditional foods are prepared in a laborious process. Not too long ago, when people are much more connected to the land around them, foods are being prepared with love and passion. These traditional foods are cultivated, processed, and harvested from the earth and out of nature, unaltered, organic, and contains the highest levels of nutrition. After grating the cassava root, squeeze out the juice. As mentioned, cassava plant contains a natural toxic compound, a cyanide-producing sugar derivatives known as cyanogenic glucosides. The poison extracted, known as hydrocyanic acid, has been used for dart and arrows in the olden times. Add a cup of water to the grated cassava for additional moisture, and 1/4 cup of sugar and 1 teaspoon of salt to season. Banana leaves are usually used for cooking, wrapping, and food serving in a wide variety of cuisines in tropical and subtropical countries, and they are valued for the aroma they impart on the food, and we are using it in our Kab-Kab too. So you get a handful. So this is the freshly grated cassava that we have shaped into a disc. We're waiting for the water to boil. Okay, we will be loading this. So this still has to be boiled before it has to be sun-dried and before it has to undergo its final cooking process of deep frying before it becomes into a Kab-Kab. Now our water is already boiling. Oh. So we will be loading our cassava and the banana leaves. Dip the shaped raw Kab-Kab in the boiling water for 5 to 10 minutes until it floats and becomes translucent. Set aside and continue cooking all the remaining raw Kab-Kab. Here we have our grated cassava that has been cooked already and is now ready for sun drying. So we'll be drying this for a couple of hours until it gets really dry before we will deep fry this one. So these are the Kab-Kab that we have sun-dried. Now it's really dry. See, oh. We will be frying this deep fry so that we can have the delicious, the crunchiest Kab-Kab that we also love. We are now going to deep fry our sun-dried Kab-Kab. This is our caramel sauce for the Kab-Kab. It's just a mixture of coconut milk, brown sugar, and muscovado sugar. You can use just brown sugar if muscovado is not available. But then, the color of the brown sugar is lighter than the shade if you have a muscovado sugar. Now, this is our freshly deep fried Kab-Kab. So, we will be serving this with our caramel sauce, which consists of our coconut milk, freshly grated, freshly squeezed, mixed with brown sugar and muscovado sugar. So we will be drizzling this caramel sauce over our Kab-Kab. Traditional flavors and recipes passed down through the generation narrate the cultural heritage while giving people an opportunity to experience unique and authentic dishes. And the crunch. It's out of this world.